Hey, my beautiful people. I'll be talking about facing the uncertainty. Because truly, if we see, nobody truly knows what's going to happen next. Life is pretty uncertain. So, if you do take a look at your plans, so making a plan, first of all, you get a vision and then you go about planning the things that you want to achieve or you want to do. But then the next thing that is difficult is tracking the plan. And why is it difficult? Because your mind comes in the way, and then it takes about a separate sort of a detour, and it just wants to drag you to the places where you truly don't want to go. But the call is so inviting that you give in. For instance, if you decided that I'll wake up early today, but right at the time when the alarm goes and you feel like, wow, the bed is so inviting, I'm so cozy in my bed, I just don't want to wake up right now. And anyway, what's the hurry? Because you see, waking up and then do what? So, probably at that point in time, your mind might just trick you into a lot of things, which is the case with everybody. And I think partly the part of the reason being there is a do you know exactly what you want? So, that is the first question. Do we exactly really know what we want? Or are you just doing things because of social media and everybody doing things looking at each other? Because in real, the mind is truly just a reflected mirror. Who you are right now at this point is just a reflection of what everybody else is doing. But if you look in deeply within and you come at the point where you don't know, so do you have the honesty to say, first of all, that I don't know? Do you have the courage to say that? And if we do, like what Jiddu Krishnamurti says in all of his lectures, that the most important thing is to observe the mind, to observe you yourself, and not the rest of the world. That's not what's needed. So can you just be quiet and just go within, so that we can truly take a look at what am I, who am I, where did I come from? And all these things are so difficult because while you might be doing your analysis, and then there are a lot of challenges that comes along the way, and the real challenge is you not being aware of how your mind is going to react. Are you going to get super angry at someone, or are you just going to get mad and call out names at them? Are you just going to hate the people around you? Or and where's the root of all of this? Probably, if you look close, you don't know. Despite having read so many books from Buddhist and from Lao Tzu and a lot of things that you might have done in your life, still, it's always the testing point. Life is the testing point, and that's right now. So to be fully aware, that's very difficult. Why being aware is difficult? What I've seen through my experience, through my study of my own self, is you have a set of patterns and habits, and truly we don't know why do we act a certain way. You don't know why do you act a certain way. You don't know why XYZ acts a certain way. So in reality, if you look close, you truly don't know anything. And now the question is, when in the now you are not aware of anything, how would you truly know what's going to happen in the future? At a superficial level, you can say, yeah, I'm planning this and I might achieve this and that, but that's at a superficial level. Because where is your planning if something abrupt happens tomorrow? If tomorrow, economy collapses, or there's a sudden world war, or you just met an accident, right? So basically, there's a lot of uncertainties. There's a lot of uncertainty principle, and well, so like basically there are two ways to approach a thing. Either you be fully strong and you make your will so strong and you say, yes, I'm going to do this and this, and I'm ready to walk all the way till the end of the tunnel, whatever you decided to do. Or the other way is you be absolutely aware of what's happening now. That means staying as a witness state. Now that does mean you're just observing your own self, and that might seem like a way in which it's very vague. But that's the thing, before you know something, you should be ready to accept that you don't know. So what we are talking about here is staying in the unknown, just being present, just being aware in the now. Because truly, you don't know how your business partner might react tomorrow. You don't know the person you are working with in your business, and they do deal with all of your accounts. You cannot trust anybody 100%, right? So, so actually, I was also watching a very interesting documentary of the singer of Nine Inch Nails, and his life is so interesting. Like as I watched his video, and he talks about he has had so many ups and downs, and he was a phenomenal singer. He is a phenomenal singer, and he had his ways of being lost and found. And but what I love about this man is his honesty. Of course, his skill level is amazing. He brings everything from his soul, which is so much. He's such a strong man. First of all, he's so real. I just love that. And then more than that, about the fact that he's so much himself, and that he can be bold enough and talk to the world, that at the brink of, at the peak of his career, when he had almost everything, and though he was not married, but his business partner, who would actually deal with all of his bookings and his all the gigs that he would do around the world, and world tours, and all of the millions that would come from that, and he would be assigned all of his share. And in the end, this man betrayed him, and he was absolutely shattered, because that was like more than 20 years of partnership together. And like, how would you even expect? Nobody can expect that. So this is another example, you see, of dealing with the unknown. You might be world's top notch, but how the fate of tide turns, the tide of time, how that turns, nobody knows. And there is a sure and certain sort of relief that you get with it. So you don't go chaotic, and you just don't go mad running around like a frenzy, like stupid, like what most of the people do. And what's most important is that you do stay in this awareness, and you do things while knowing that because you're in an observer state, you're not being too attached. But now the question is, how do you know whether I'm on the right track, or am I just deviating too much? Am I leaning in so much, like in a lazy zone? Because that might be the case. When you look at people in social media, and they're like overachieving, but truly you don't know, because they might be saying that, I bought 10 properties, and you don't know the misery behind that. They might have 10 properties for what? They still look miserable. They have nothing to I can talk X amount of things just because I'm on social media, I'm a public speaker, right? But truly to be able to look into what they're saying is one thing, and believing that for what it is truth is absolutely different. So you don't have to be influenced by what people on social media are showing off. The question is you. Why are you being so much attracted to all of that? The question is on us, because you are born, first of all, so that you are absolutely to be looking within and stay quiet, and then be able to see what is that you truly want to bring out. But the way we are living in, it's a very capitalistic society, and everybody's just after, like, if you cannot generate a revenue, if you're not able to provide service in terms of money, then you are useless. That is an absolutely meaningless way. It's sad but true, and that does make me think, like, why do we have to truly live in a world like that? And also, there's a lot of talk about five dimension going on, and people ascending to higher states of consciousness, and all of that. But see, all of that basically starts with each and every individual right now, and how much within have you gone inside and been able to see? Because of course, turning within and looking at your own dark side is absolutely terrible. It makes you think so many things, and you think, oh my god, I was just not prepared for that. And now again, you see, you are in the face of the unknown. You don't know how are you going to learn a certain thing. You don't know and then the question is, how did I do when I was small? Like when I used to go to school, how did I do then? And the answer is, you just never did that, because all you did as a child is just, you kept on going through the motions. So your parents told, this is your school, you'll be going, and the teacher would beat you, or like, say, oh, you got to do your homework, and you should do, and when the exam comes, you should be prepared and you should be ready, and you have to get good score, and you just went in motions. But do you truly have a reason why was that you never ranked number one in the class? Or maybe if you were a top ranker, like, did you just keep on doing that each and every part of your life? And if you are honest, probably you'll not have a true answer, because things are just as they are, because the universe is just as it is. There are times when you have to take a loss. There will be times when you have to win, and but who's saying I'm winning and I'm losing? Isn't that also on a platform that you compare yourself with others? But I took a step back and I thought, no, I'm not going to look at others. Even if I just look at my own life track and what I did in the past, no point in time I could say that I knew that, because you're just going through all that every person is doing in their life, is they're just going through the motion of time. And though another thing is about the illusion of control. So I had a lot of doubt about this. How much control do you truly have? And about this idea of will and control, and what is how much is your destiny and things like that. And after all of my study, I researched tons of articles on internet, and I did a lot of study from lots of sources, and I could just find that the fact that you have some control is an illusion, because truly you don't know where do thoughts come in your mind. You don't know where does the energy come from, but you know that you exist with a certain amount of energy that you can bring up every single day, and that you can channel in a certain way. Like, let's say if you want to be let's say you're preparing for Olympics as a swimmer. So now that you have set the goal, probably you will just work about that and you will prepare yourself as an Olympic swimmer. But you don't know how did that thought come into your head. Why did you only choose being an Olympic swimmer? And why did you not think about being a chess player? Or why did you not think about writing a book? So that's the thing, because probably things just happen, thoughts just come, and you end up tending to take up some action on that and saying, well, yeah, that's my goal, that's my course. Truly, nobody knows. But well, that was just about it. So all I'm saying, what my intent behind making this video is just about this whole thing of facing the uncertainty. All you can do is just watch through it and go through it. If you think, oh, do I have the courage or not, or am I just being too fearful, or oh my god, my muscle is just tensing up and there's uneasy feel in the gut, you feel all sorts of butterflies in the stomach, and you just want to run away from whom? From your own self. You can't do that. And that's the funny thing, because when you just come to this awareness, to this realization that all your life, all you have done is just been there now and just moving through the time. And if you do bring about that point, then probably your fear of uncertainty just goes away. This is how this helped me, and I hope this helped you. And definitely it should be of some use to you. And if it did, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. Bye.